Welcome one and all to the Monona Grove Fantasy Football League Draft Recap. Today I'll be providing you with all of the inside coverage from the draft and the roster updates that have occurred leading up to the start of the season. This year, the league has gained 2 expansion teams owned by Mitch and Seth. Before the draft, Seth chose his head coach for the team, LA Dodgers pitcher Joe Kelly. Now, I'm not entirely confident in the outcome of this coaching staff decision, but he made sure to have Kelly consult him during the draft. After a rough season last year, coming in dead last, Alex's Poundas have brought back their star running back who led the league in scoring by 55 more than the NFL MVP Lamar Jackson, formerly the Detroit Legends, Christian McCaffrey. Next, Saquon Barkley was taken by Seth, as he and Joe Kelly are both Giants fans. Saquon had a rough last year, falling in the rankings due to injuries. He scored the 10th most running back points. I have to say, for a second overall draft pick, there is no way I would pay him $50 million for the performances he's put up so far. Demas lucked out in the lottery, as he landed the 3rd overall pick after coming in 3rd last season. He used his lucky draft pick on Drew Brees' landfill, Michael Thomas, which is understandable because he was the highest scoring wide receiver last season, as well as the 3rd highest scorer overall as a result of Drew Brees not having anyone else to throw to. The 7th place finisher of last season, Drew, was blessed with the 4th overall pick, which he used to choose the primary target of Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, who is now the sum of the lead the Dirty Birds had and the field goal Gostkowski didn't shank in Super Bowl 51 years old. The other new addition to the league, Mitch, picked the semi-truck that is Derrick Henry, slicing up defenses like what the Titans did to his paycheck. Mr. Roach chose another Saints player, Alvin Kamara, who the Saints threatened to trade in order to pay him less. Seems like they've had more than a few snafus this offseason. With the 7th overall pick, Chance took the Super Bowl champion and 2018 NFL MVP Patty Mahomes, which some believe to be an overrated pick as QBs are rarely taken in the first round. It appears the owner and coach, Suge Knight, want to focus on a strong passing game this season. Boz came in hard at 8th overall with his pick of Devontae Adams. The Packers stated he was happy to sign with a team in the middle of a rebuild after winning the championship last season with Braden's Queso Kings. Colin chose the beast that is Ezekiel Elliott at pick number 9, who has been tearing up the league in terms of points for years now. And finally, with the final pick of the first round of the 2020 MGFFL draft, Braden's reigning champions, Queso Kings, chose Dalvin Cook. Now, this is a very risky pick because Dalvin Cook stated he was considering holding out for an extension. If a reasonable extension could be made, Dalvin could play Week 1. However, with the season starting within a week, it appears Dalvin will be holding out for at least Week 1. Following up his controversial pick, Braden then proceeded to sign Lamar Jackson, the other QB formerly of the Detroit Legends, who scored the 2nd most points overall last season behind Run CMC. Colin then chose Nick Chubb, Boz's star running back last season after Saquon became injured. Then Boz convened with his coaching staff and put his faith in drafting the first rookie this draft in Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Damian Williams' decrepit ass will be out within weeks, I tell you. He couldn't even hit 500 rushing yards and the Chiefs went to the Super Bowl. Suge Knight agreed with Chance on this pick, bringing back star running back Austin Eckler to the Tennessee Thotties. This was followed by the Chiefs receiver, Tyreek Hill, who took the WAP lyrics, beat it up, catch a charge, a little too seriously, to the Detroit Legends. Mitch took one of the greatest wide receivers in the league, who Bill O'Brien compared to Aaron Hernandez, and then promptly traded him to the Cardinals for a fun time with Cliff Kingsbury's wife. Oh, and David Johnson, DeAndre Hopkins. Next up was Chris, the God, Godwin, chose by Donald Sterling. Oh wait, that isn't Drew's head coach. It's Donald Rolling, my bad. Following this pick, longtime thotty Travis Kelce was drafted by D-Massive. Seth took initiative by drafting a QB very capable of carrying a squad of rookies to a championship in Russell Wilson. And finally, with the last pick of the 2nd round of the draft, Alex selected back-to-back running backs in CMC and now Josh Jacobs. As there are 15 rounds of fantasy draft, I will show you the remaining rosters. Remaining rounds of the MGFFL draft went as follows. The Pound has selected Kenny Galladay 3rd, Cooper Kupp 4th, Dak Prescott 5th, Ravens defense 6th, Danny Dimes 7th, Marquise Brown 8th, Hayden Hurst 9th, Terry McLaurin 10th, Cam Akers 11th, Blake Jarwin 12th, Saints defense 13th, Greg Zuerlein 14th, and Jake Elliott 15th. Seth selected CeeDee Lamb 3rd, T. Higgins 4th, Evan Ingram 5th, Pats defense 6th, Juju Smith-Schuster 7th, DeAndre Swift 8th, Robbie Gould 9th, Baker Mayfield 10th, Julian Edelman 11th, Darius Slayton 12th, Sterling Shepard 13th, James White 14th, Mike Gesicki 15th. DMAS selected Aaron Jones 3rd, Aaron Rodgers 4th, Kenyon Drake 5th, Stephon Diggs 6th, Keenan Allen 7th, Will Lutz 8th, Colts defense 9th, John Brown 10th, Jared Cook 11th, Ronald Jones 12th, Devontae Parker 13th, Ryan Tannehill 14th, Jerry Jeudy 15th. Young Man, aka Drew Sangos, drafted Melvin Gordon 3rd, Josh Allen 4th, Kyle Rudolph 5th, David Johnson 6th, Chiefs defense 7th, Marvin Jones 8th, Drew Brees 9th, Dan Bailey 10th, Devin Singletary 11th, Noah Fant 12th, Philip Lindsay 13th, Vikings defense 14th, and Justin Jefferson 15th. Mitch drafted George Kittle 3rd, Chris Carson 4th, Amari Cooper 5th, Miles Sanders 6th, Allen Robinson 7th, Emmanuel Sanders 8th, Packers defense 9th, Drew Lock 10th, Tom Brady 11th, Tariq Cohen 12th, Will Fuller 13th, Tyler Higbee 14th, Mason Crosby 15th. The Detroit Legends selected Deshaun Watson 3rd, Jonathan Taylor 4th, Adam Thielen 5th, Hunter Henry 6th, A.J. Brown 7th, Leonard Fournette 8th, Bears defense 9th, Matt Prater 10th, Jordan Howard 11th, Jimmy Garoppolo 12th, A.J. Green 13th, Brandon Cooks 14th, and Deontay Johnson 15th. The Tennessee Thotties selected Mike Evans 3rd, Darren Waller 4th, DK Metcalf 5th, Steelers defense 6th, Justin Tucker 7th, Joe Mixon 8th, Mike Gallup 9th, Adrian Peterson 10th, T.Y. Hilton 11th, Rob Gronkowski 12th, Jarvis Landry 13th, Carson Wentz 14th, Matt Breida 15th. The Boz selected Odell Poopy Jr. 3rd, Zach Ertz 4th, Todd Gurley 5th, Seahawks defense 6th, Matt Stafford 7th, Kareem Hunt 8th, Young-Ho Koo 9th, Cam Newton 10th, Christian Kirk 11th, Eagles defense 12th, Kerryon Johnson 13th, Jonnu Smith 14th, and Matt Gay 15th. Collins selected Kyler Murray 3rd, Calvin Ridley 4th, Tyler Lockett 5th, 49ers defense 6th, Le'Veon Bell 7th, Cortland Sutton 8th, Austin Hooper 9th, Joe Burrow 10th, J.K. Dobbins 11th, Zane Gonzalez 12th, Broncos defense 13th, Jamison Crowder 14th, and Tua Tagovailoa 15th. The Queso Kings, reigning champions of the league, selected DJ Moore 3rd, Mark Andrews 4th, James Conner 5th, Robert Woods 6th, Buffalo Bills defense 7th, DJ Chark 8th, Harrison Butker 9th, Mark Ingram 10th, Raheem Mostert 11th, Matt Ryan 12th, TJ Hawkinson 13th, and Tyler Boyd 14th, Rams defense 15th. And to recap the draft, coming in first place projected, DMAS with a draft grade of A+. His projected record is 13-1. The Tennessee Thotties coming in a close second with an A+ or an A grade, 12-2 record. Queso Kings with the same record and grade. Mitch with an A- draft grade, 9-5 record. Detroit Legends, B draft grade, 7-7 projected record. The Poundas, B-, 7-7 record. Young Man, B-, 5-9 record. Colin, B-, 5-9 record. Boz, C+, 3-11 record. And Seth, 1-13, C- record.